In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. I would like to greet us all with the greeting words of peace, man. We say it in the Arabic language of Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak to all of those who are fasting during this month of Ramadan. Today, man, I was listening to a video of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and he was breaking down devil. So I wanted to explain or kind of go into the teachings when the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has elevated our understanding of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teaching to us at that time. And hopefully after this broadcast or after this live stream, many will leave with a bit more understanding than before you came. So I want to start first with this study guide from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and it is the study guide called the God Within. Okay, this study guide is called the God Within, and I'm gonna start right here. Y'all ready? Get ready now, because I know we have a surface level understanding of devil. He said the white man. Okay, well we're gonna go into it and get an understanding of what that means and how that can be applied to us. Okay. Why does Muhammad or any Muslim murder the devil? What does this mean? Murder the devil. What's the understanding of this? You know, we read it and we may hear it, but what is the understanding of kill the devil? Huh? What is the most effective way to kill a devil or the devil? Y'all ready? So let's look. He says there is but one force, the life force. Each of the 99 attributes of Allah, God, is a force. Beneficence is guided by a force. Mercy is guided by a force. Retribution is guided by a force. In sharing himself with man, God has placed these same forces or powers in the human being. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. He said these forces may be used for negative ends or positive ends. In order to serve positive ends, the forces must be controlled. Allah God is the uniting principle, bringing these forces into submission to his singular will to accomplish a certain objective. The dialogue taking place in Holy Quran, Surah 2 and 30, is actually the God, the ruler, reasoning with the forces within himself. Y'all may have know of the surah, you know, if you've been reading. And it says that the angel said, what are you placing in the earth besides that which is, cause mischief in the shedding of blood? He says, for he is the uniting principle. Said, I'm going to place a ruler in the earth. Then he allows the contrariness of the various forces, angels, to come up. Through reasoning with them, he unites them behind his will. He unites his own self-community that he may go on with his plan. Now listen, I know we thinking that, and I was the same way, man. I thought the devil was something always outside, only outside of myself. This red man that's under the ground, that has a pitchfork, that have these pointy ears, and he's down there burning, waiting on all the people who's been doing wrong. Well, news flash, brothers and sisters. News flash. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad woke us up and told us, no, sir. No, it is not two places. These are two conditions that we can live in today. These are two conditions of the mind. And Brother Nuri broke it down like this. He said, we already know his conditions. He said, when we broke in the hood, man, I'm broke as hell. Huh? When you're mad in the hood, man, I'm mad as hell. See? Y'all see what I'm saying? And he said, boy, if you think you going somewhere in this place to a special place physically after you die, you crazy as hell. Who's this devil dude? Stick around. We gonna get to it. Tanisha, we're going to get to it, Sister Tanisha. If you just stick around, give me a few more minutes, we're going to get to who this devil is and where this devil is. See? Because often when we do something wrong, we say, the devil made me do it. What devil? Huh? The devil made me do it. Huh? You're telling your children and everybody when they don't do something you don't want, they say you're going to be burning in hell. Well, if I'm a spirit, non-physical, how am I going to be burning forever? They say that the sun, is about 10,000 miles, I done heard, down under the ground. Sun, 93 million miles away. Now, if the hell is 10 times hotter than the sun, how is it that the sun that's 93 million miles away can melt the ice on the ground, but the hell that's supposed to be up under the ground ain't never melted the ice? We got to get to the root of it. Here we go. We going to get there. Hold on, Sister Tanisha. We're going to get right there. Let the minister go in right here. So he says this same process occurs within us, as he has placed some of himself within us. Talking about God now. When we think to do a thing, other thoughts come up within us, questioning the move or objecting to the move. We must then reason with ourselves to reach a conclusion. For confusion within self has a chilling effect on the movement. Watch this now. When we are confused, unsure, we cannot take action. So here Allah God says to the questioning forces within himself, I know what you know not. Now, for those of us who know that, now the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that when Allah placed a ruler in the earth, history-wise, that's talking about the Caucasian, who was made to be over the fowls of the fish and to rule for 6,000 years, right? This is him. This is the one in history who was made to be a ruler for 6,000 years. See, the real Sabbath day, it's not just on Sunday. That's not the only day of the Lord, or it ain't just your Saturday, that one day of the Lord. Every day is a day of the Lord. But what it really means, according to the minister, it's not just a day where you take a break. No, this 6,000-year-old period, once that 7,000 year come, the devil has to take a break, because the black man and woman, the original people, or those who have been under their rule, has now risen up to where that rulership that they had for 6,000 years, that time is up. So we are living in the day of the Sabbath. If we accept our own and be ourselves, that's the real Sabbath. Now, I was going back to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad when he taught us that, placed the ruler on the earth. Yeah, that's the white man. But he ended up starting to tell the minister, don't just teach on the history, teach on the meaning. So the minister's bringing us up now into understanding, the white man, but the white man is an example of what was already within you. If he's grafted from the original, if we know we can't find no trace of one past 6,000 years, and we're taught that he's grafted from the original, this is something, he's a full manifestation of something that's also within the original man. So we talking about that, but now the minister is bringing us up into a higher understanding, where he's saying this conversation about placing a ruler in the earth and then having a little confusion saying, why would you do this? And Allah saying, I know what you know not. This take place within the human being. Whenever we want to make a move, whenever we have a plan, there's a contrary thought, if you will, that says, hey man, I don't think you can take a break. You can take a day off. Ain't nothing wrong with skipping a day. See, that contrary thought, that snake from within, is the devil of yourself. I know we just wanted the devil to be something outside of ourselves. So when we go into this tree, and an apple and a snake and a woman, and no, man, this ain't no real snake talking to a human being. No, man, this ain't no snake talking to a human being. See, the snake is crooked. This is talking about a crooked or contrary thought in the mind after you have a command to do good. God gave a command. Don't do X, Y, and Z. So now something creeps up and say, hey, go ahead and do it. Look at us. Man, let me go and get my butt up and go to work today. Here come that devil. Boy, go on lay down, boy. You deserve a break. I got a project that I need to turn in. Let me go on and communicate to the brother that, man, I ain't going to get it turned in no time. Here come the devil. Man, forget that nigga. Man, you ain't got to communicate with him. He going to get it when he get it. See, this is devil from within ourselves, but if we only keep thinking devil is that which is outside of ourselves, we never able to correct the devil from within so that we can be a full manifestation of God. See, the devil ain't just something outside of us. That's what I'm trying to get us to see. So now the minister say this here. The Arabic word for angel is malik. It is said to be derived from malaka, meaning he controlled, and refers to the angel's function of controlling the forces of nature on the physical side of life. Or from alk, which means to sin, referring to their function of acting as intermediaries between God and man. Now he finna break down the Quran now. Okay? I am going to place a ruler in the earth, not on the earth. See, it didn't say I'm going to place a ruler on the earth. He says I'm going to place a ruler in the earth. Now watch what the minister teaches us right here. But where did you come from? Your flesh is from the vegetation of the earth. Your bone is from the stone of the earth. Your blood is from the water of the earth. This lump of flesh and blood and bone has to have a ruler in it. Something that commands it, something that dominates it. Man, is y'all following what the minister is saying right here? So God is going to form this body, and he knows that you are supreme above the sun, moon, and stars, above all the creatures. You are the supreme existence, man and woman. He is going to place in you a ruler. Now, this is going to be hard to understand if we only minimize ourselves as niggas. We'll never understand us being gods and him placing a ruler in the earth and that spirit really being dwelled within and us being the real temple of God. See, if we just think so little of ourselves, we'll never accept that. So he says in Hebrew, ruler means Elohim, or God, divine essence, will, divine force. God shares himself with man and woman. The only reason you can say I is because the true I has shared a part of his I am with you. That you may be, he, Allah God, places in you power himself. He says, look at the time and the source of the revelation of his intention. The Holy Quran was revealed 1400 years ago, bringing this declaration pot in past occurring now. In giving his wisdom and knowledge to man, God is breaking the circle of the 24 scientists who have kept the divine power amongst itself. This decision causes great distress because the angels observing man's behavior, which is already degenerating, are certain that when he is given the power of God, he would do nothing but what? Create mischief in the shedding of blood. Kill. So in other words, the angel, the 24 scientists at the time is saying, hey man, when you share this type of power with them, this underdeveloped man, all he gonna do is create mischief in the shedding of blood with the wisdom and power that you give him. And that's what many of us are doing. With the knowledge that we have, we manipulate. With the knowledge that we have, we use deceptive intelligence. With the knowledge that we have, we rob, we kill, we steal. So they said they already know what the God of the moon did with 66 trillion years ago through misuse of divine power. So they are shocked. They are shocked that God would consider placing the same power in such an ill-equipped creature as man. Well, let's go back to why he blew it up. Why did he blow it up? Now, any believers in here, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought And from my understanding, he wanted them all to speak the same dialect. Is that right? Anybody in here that can verify that for me? I may be off a little bit. I just don't want to tell them the wrong thing. Is it because that he wanted them all to speak the same dialect? Is that right? Or am I thinking about somebody else? I don't even want to move forward before. I want to make sure that's correct. Is it because he wanted them all to speak the same dialect? Now watch this here. Because they all didn't agree, he say, I'm finna blow this. Look at this now. Now look at, when I come into the teachings, right? It's crazy how when you look at the mindset of the one who was dissatisfied 66 trillion years ago, have y'all noticed, brothers, that we still have that same mindset today? Let somebody disagree with us. Oh, I'm finna blow this I'm blowing this whole mother up. Y'all know that's what we say. Am I lying? But look at the mindset of him from 66 trillion years ago. He was dissatisfied. So he said, I'm finna plant these dynamite inside and I'm blowing this whole thing up. This is why the moon. See, the moon remembered that it once had water on it. This is why it draws the water from the earth. We talked about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that the earth and the moon was once together. And they say when they went up to the moon that they smelt gunpowder. But look at us. Look at us here today. We get mad. I'm blowing this son of a up. I'm blowing it up. That's how we still think today. When we don't get our way, I'm blowing it up. When the whole group don't agree with me, I'm blowing it up. I'm dissatisfied. So what has dissatisfaction caused within us when we don't control it? That's why it's saying here that it got to be controlled. The force is there, but we got to find a way to control it. When I came into the nation, they said that the burning bush, it was burning, but it never really, that was symbolizing that he had emotion. He would get angry, but he knew how to control the anger. That's all the burning bush really mean. So it says now, the angels say, you are holy. Why would you do a thing like this? And God says, I know what you know not. God declares his will to the angels, the controlling forces of nature, to create man who is meant to rule the forces of nature, and to whom therefore power to rule is to be delegated. Being entrusted with such great powers, man could use them rightly or wrongly. Now I'm gonna say that one more again. Being entrusted with such great powers, okay, man could use them rightly or wrongly, and it is to this fear of abuse of power that the angels give expression. The whole history of man is briefly written in this one verse. Man is the greatest killer on earth, but he also turns the gift of God to the best use. To God was known the brighter side as well as the darker side of this picture, hence the words, I know what you know not. Now I just wanted to get that to y'all so that we can understand that, hey, the God within, but now I want to go find the devil. Now, if the spirit dwells within us, made in his image and after his likeness, the wisdom of God, that's what's really eternal. The minister teaches us that we don't worship the flesh of Master Father Muhammad, but just because the man is gone don't mean that his power is gone. So it is the wisdom, not the flesh, that's eternal, but his wisdom is so supreme they couldn't see past his light. So his wisdom that we too have is living within us, although he was promised 400 years. All right, that's the God side, and let's talk to the devil side. The minister said devil is deceptive intelligence, rationalizing disobedience. So we too can be devils. Let's go over and listen to the minister himself. Let's listen to him delve into it so we can go find the devil that the sister was looking for. Listen to him.
But the thing that makes him devil is not the white skin.
The thing that makes him devil is not the white skin. This ain't about skin color, about the coloring of the mind. Why? Come on now.
For Muhammad of Arabia was a white man, white-skinned man. But he was not a devil. Master Farad Muhammad was a white-skinned man. Even though his father was an original man, his mother was a Caucasian woman. Is that right? So his skin don't make him a devil. Ayatollah Khomeini is a white-skinned man. You better not call him a devil. Not out of fear, but he's not that. So what makes devil, brothers and sisters? It's not the color of the skin. What makes devil is the idea that rules the mind.
The idea that rules the mind. What makes devil is the idea that rules the mind. What idea rules our mind? What idea is ruling our mind today? What idea is ruling our mindset today? That would allow us to know who and what we are following and what we are becoming based on what we are being obedient to. Now, we all fall short, but what are we being most obedient to? That would give us a good picture.
Do you hear me? Yes, go ahead. Yaqub taught the devils to do this devilishment, which was lying, stealing, and how to master the original man. So there is a teaching that makes a devil. You can't become a god without teaching. You can't become a devil without a certain body of misteaching. If Yaqub taught lying, stealing, and a system of tricks and lies that would enable the Caucasian to master the original man, then that teaching ingrained in the Caucasian and institutionalized in his institutions of government. Then you have a world that perpetuates the lie and the trick that masters the original man. You didn't hear me.
Go ahead.
Are y'all all right?
Go ahead.
Y'all all right? Me too. Me too. Now listen.
Watch this now.
When I said Savior's Day, it is an act of mercy for us to end your world. For your world is destroying you, us, and humanity. Now they're going to question me on that one of these days. Look, brothers and sisters, the world of the white man is a world of evil because it's a world based on injustice. And at the root of injustice is a lie. Now, why is the lamb seen with a sword coming out his mouth? Because that's the weapon that can destroy a world based on falsehood. Just tell the truth. Now, we were devils.
Listen now.
Black skin, but devils. What you think is going on out in our community? Do you think that's the work of God out there? Come on, talk to me. When you see our poor elderly people can't walk the street, for our people preying on one another, is that the act of God or is that the act of the devil? Well, can the black man be a devil? Huh? Are we devils? Are we engaging in lying, stealing, murder, adultery, all the mortal sins? Hey, so then, the difference between you and I and the white man is that the white man has set up a world where he has institutionalized the teachings of Yaqub.
Okay. All right now. Now we're taught that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is Yaqub in reverse. So if we want to carry on and build as our goal the kingdom of God, if Yaqub was able to institutionalize his teaching or his misteaching, okay, talking about giving it to the doctors and the nurses, sticking the needles in the baby's brain, he got a whole system in place. We have to continue to build our system, but the system has to be with the root being the mindset of God. That's the only way we're going to fight this here. That's the only way we're going to be able to fight it, because killing one, watch this now, the minister going to get to this, killing one with a gun, you ain't did nothing to destroy his world. I'm going to say that again. I don't care how many AK-47s you got. I don't care how many Thukas you got. I don't care how many shotguns, AR-15s. I don't care how many bombs you got. That ain't going to bomb his world. That ain't going to kill his world. War not against flesh and blood, but against, it's a spiritual wickedness, principles. And we dealing with those in high places. So you being able to get you one, how many you really going to get? Huh? How many white folks you really gonna get if you think that's the real goal of what we supposed to be doing? Once you get two, they gonna get you. You going to jail, you going to prison, and you ain't stopped 1 ounce of his world from being destroyed. It is a word and a certain truth that has to be hurled at falsehood that will bring this world down. That's why when you look at the COINTELPRO documents, man, this thing is talking about stopping those who are teaching our people a certain word, not just those who got guns. They afraid. That's why they say, oh, he's a hate teacher. This is why they say, oh, let's put him on the ADL list. This is why they want to stop certain things from being said, because they want to kill the idea. Why do they want to just focus on the idea now? Because the crucifixion we have to crucify his character, crucify his thinking, his way, because if I can crucify his way, I can destroy maybe the idea that he had, because I know he's going to eventually die. We all are finite human beings and going to eventually die. So I got to get to his idea. I got to get to his teaching. I got to demonize his teaching, because I can't let this teaching get into the minds of the babies. See, to the minds of the youth, so they can carry this thing on.
At the root of his educational system is a lie and a trick that helps to master original people. That's why original people can get the education, but they get trapped. Can't seem to use it. Have you noticed it? You go to college, brothers and sisters, you got a degree, but you don't use yours like white folks use theirs. They use theirs to master you, and they got you. Something is missing. Yaqub's teaching has been institutionalized. It's in religion, it's in medicine, it's in law, it's in science, it's in education, it's in his jurisprudence. So now, how are you going to kill the devil? With a pistol. When he's made you, through his institution, his carbon copy in black. The devil in black. The woman in red. You the devil in black.
Somebody said, when is the next 1 million man march? Beautiful question. The Million Man March, if you ask me, was yesterday. The Million Man March, if you ask me, is tomorrow. It's today. We done already had the congregation. We done already had the let's come together and hear what the minister say. Now it's time to execute on what the minister said. We need 1 million men to go back and do that pledge that he gave us in 1995. We don't need to keep on coming together to hear him say the same thing over and over again. This man done turned into we got him turning into one of them tape recorders that just repeat himself over and over and over. He tired of hearing us clap at him. He tired of hearing us, go ahead, minister. He tired of hearing us, that's my minister. He tired of hearing, boy, that's all right. He want to hear us close our mouth, unite together, and go execute on. Let me pull up the Million Man March pledge. I'm going to tell you what the Million Man March is. Yeah, this the Million Man March right here. Here goes the pledge that he gave us in 1995. Now, if we read this, we'll see that this is still relevant and still needed in 2022. Okay? Let's read it. He says, I say your name, pledge that from this day forward I will strive to love my brother as I love myself. Ain't that still needed here today? Ain't that something that's still needed today? I say your name from this day forward will strive to improve myself spiritually, morally, mentally, socially, politically, and economically for the benefit of myself, my family, and my people. Don't that sound like something that's still needed today? So now we don't need another Million Man March to hear him say the same thing that he said in 1995. What I suggest we do, we pull that thing up on YouTube. We pull that lecture, we pull that Million Man March up on YouTube, and we watch it. And we don't just watch it to say we watched it. We don't go just to say I was there. We don't go just to say I was a part of it. We listen to him with an intention to say, what can I extract from this till I can go back home, or I'm at home watching it, so I can apply this thing tomorrow. That's the only way we're going to get progress. Not by saying I was on the bus and I went on that Monday. Not by saying I was present for the 20th anniversary. The only way we're going to really get progress is by saying I was there, I heard him, I listened, and I went back and executed. So the million men, we already got the message. See? The million men, we already got the marching orders. The million men, we already got our pledge. It's time for us to march now. See, that was getting the instructions. The real march was the next day. See? The real march wasn't that day. The real march was the next day on how we was going to execute on what he said. Let me finish the pledge. He says, I say your name, pledge that I will strive to build businesses. Build houses, build hospitals, build factories, and then to enter into international trade for the good of myself, my family, and my people. How many of us still got to get to the business? Still got to get to the hospitals, still got to get to the international trading, still got to get to the factories, still got to get to the houses. We got so much more to go. So now we don't have to keep hearing him repeat himself in his 80s. Brother, nearly 90 years old, we want him to keep on repeating himself. No, sir. We done heard him. We can put that DVD on repeat. We can put that YouTube video on repeat. But no, let's not make him keep saying the same thing, wasting his breath. We want him, when he speaks, we want him to say something new. We want him to be able to give us some revelation, not to have to keep telling his boy, sit down. Boy, do this here. Boy, clean your room. Boy, clean your room. After a while, hell, it's time for us to get a whooping. And we getting a whooping. And our whooping today is the consequences that we are facing because we didn't listen to the Father when he gave us instructions. But still now, brother, 1995, my son is now 25. He doesn't know anything about the millionaire. That's good. There we go. A reminder is good. See, sometimes we just got to shoot him the link. Listen, this from 1995. Sit down somewhere and check out this YouTube video. Look at this. I say your name, pledge that from this day forward, I would never raise my hand with a knife or a gun to beat, cut, or shoot any member of my family or any human being except in self-defense. How many of us still need to get that one right there together? Beating each other, harming each other, I ain't gonna go through the whole thing, but just Google the Million Man March pledge. And that tomorrow can be the Million Man March. Let's continue with what the minister was saying.
Come on now. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, weigh up our actions, brothers. Weigh up our actions, sisters. Is this the actions of righteous people? No. You got the capacity for righteousness and goodness, but we are not that. Now, would you be surprised if I told you that white folk have a capacity to?
Uh-oh, listen to him.
The messenger said the devil can't do any good, and that's right. But white people can.
Uh-oh. Ooh-wee. Balance.
Where's your proof, Muhammad? I know it shocks your mind, but you might well expand your head. Because if you're going to help me kill devils, then you better get your head on right. And forget about these little foolish weapons. You know, kill 1 or 2 people, and you haven't uprooted an institution.
Come on.
If you don't affect the Christian church, you can't kill Yaqub. If you don't affect the educational system, you can't kill Yaqub's teaching. In order to kill the devil, you got to go to the root of what makes a devil, which is a lie, expose the lie, kill it, and then force the devil to renounce Yaqub.
Come on.
See how they were trying to force Jesse to repudiate me? Well, all white people, in order to be accepted, have to renounce their father, Yaqub. That may be a little heavy for some of you that just come into the teachings. But if you read Message to the Black Man, it's in there very simple. You know, and you study what the messenger teaches and put it on another level and grow with it, and you'll see that we're killing devils. Killing Arab devils, black devils,
White devils.
Jew devils, white devils, Asian devils. We slaughtering them. I hope that you join with Muhammad and kill devils.
Come on now. Who want to join with
But the
Muhammad
first devil I want you to kill
and help us kill some devils?
is that devil underneath your hair.
Start with ourselves. I got some devils.
That's the one you brought in here with you today. That devil that you love. Oh, what you mean? I got a devil in me. What you think that scripture is talking about where it said Jesus cast all these devils out the woman and out the man? What is these devils that you're carrying around with you? Devils only mean ideas that you carry and harbor and love that are contrary to the will of God. Now I'm going to conclude.
He making it plain, ain't it now?
No, it's all right. Can't do this, every day and every week, but look, beloved. Allah says in the Quran, seest thou not that Allah knows whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth? There is no secret counsel between 3, but He is the 4th of them, nor between 5, but He is the 6th of them, nor between less than that, nor more, but He is with them wheresoever they are. Then He will inform them of what they did on the day of resurrection. Surely Allah is the knower of all things. Let's stop right there. Right now, councils are being held around the country about us.
We're going to start right there, family. You got any merch yet? Yeah, go to brotherbendesigns.com. Yeah, man, we're going to start right there. Hopefully, man, that gave y'all a little understanding. My iPad is about to die, so I'm going to have to get off of this Instagram. My Facebook is good. So what I'm going to do is, y'all, I'm going to end this. Hopefully, you guys got something out of it. I'm going to go back live on my Instagram from my phone, though, because I got a song. I got that. We just finished the On My Feet song with Young Khan and Don. So I want to let y'all hear that new song. And, yeah, man, hopefully y'all understand. Just get a deeper understanding of the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. That was the whole purpose of me doing this live, man, to show us, yes, we have, to look at our enemy, but also look at the enemy, as Brother Neri would say. Look at the enemy within ourselves, because they are only an example and really an image of what's within us. And once we correct us, the ministers say black excellence overcomes and whoops and beats white supremacy. Their world was up in 1910. Why are they still in power? Because we have not known who we are and united properly to overcome any obstacle that they have thrown and put in our way. So I thank you all for listening. Hopefully this was valuable, and if it was, all praise is due to Allah. May Allah bless us all with the light of understanding. Assalamu alaikum.